Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, coming at you with another drawing video. And today's video we are drawing Midbus from Mario. I think this is from Mario and Luigi series, might be from Paper Mario, not sure. Haven't actually seen this character, but I don't need to know him in order to draw him. And this video was requested by Ricky, the Mario Pokemon fan named 3553, so thank you so much for your request. I hope by the end of the video you could draw Midbus here. And other than that, before the video starts, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share it. That really does help me out. And with that being said, let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off, what we're going to do is kind of break them down into simple shapes. So what I like to do is I like to start off with a nice decent sized circle. This is pretty much going to be where like his head starts. And then we're going to get a nice big circle for his body. Because he's a real fat stomach. And then right on the side here, we're going to get a nice big circle for his fist. We're going to have another one right about here. And then a nice big circle for his feet. And that's pretty good. If you want to kind of gesture in his tail, it'll be kind of like a line over here. And yeah, that's pretty much good to start. I guess if you want to get in his shoulder or his arm, it's going to be like a nice little oval. But that's pretty much good. So I'm going to zoom in here. And we are going to start off with his head. So if you want to, you can kind of draw the crosshairs. This is kind of be where they start, but we're not going to follow them too closely. Basically what we're going to do is get a nice kind of like oval right about here. And then a nice kind of big circle around here. So this is pretty much going to be like his muzzle or snout. And there's a pretty good space between them. And now for his snout, what I like to do is draw like a center line on it. And then basically what you're going to do is draw kind of like an upside down heart shape. So we're going to start here. You're just going to go down. And it's going to go in slightly. And then over. And then kind of up and around like this. So it kind of looks like an upside down heart. Like that. And then on here what we're going to do is get a line going kind of right next to this center line here. And then it's just going to kind of round off and then hug kind of this shape here. And then we're going to do the same thing just on the other side of the line. Like that. So that's pretty much it for like the front of his snout. And if you want to, you can kind of shade all this in black. I'll just do a light job of it. Like so. And now that we got that down, what we could do is start right on the kind of tip of his nose. And you're basically going to just draw this nice curved line that's going to dip down a little bit. And then just kind of go up to where that center line is right here. And it's going to curve around and then down about there like that. And now this is where like this circle comes in. So this is going to be his cheek. And basically what you're going to do is just kind of just follow this line and then curve it around to about here. And then right here he's going to have like a tusk or like a tooth. And to draw that in, what we're going to do is draw a nice little curve line like this. And then you're just going to round it off and kind of get like a little horn shape there like that. And then here, just simply a straight line going into the tooth here. So you should have a shape that looks like that. And then to finish off his mouth, we get a little curve line right here for like his bottom lip. And now what we could do, I actually can make this a little bit bigger because his cheek is pretty big. So it's pretty much the same size. I'm just going to make it slightly bigger. Just slightly. Like that. So that's pretty good. And now I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And now we can kind of start getting to where his eyes are going to be. So what I like to do is draw a line going up here and a line going up here. That's kind of the start of his eyebrows. And his eyebrows are kind of just this rectangle kind of shape like this. And then once we got that down, we can kind of get kind of more of his head shape. So his head is going to be like a little kind of curved part right on top there like that. And then it's going to kind of curve in like that. So now that we have that done, we can actually just kind of jump into his head shape. or just start doing his face. So basically what I'm going to do is start here. And we're just going to draw a curve line. We're going to round this kind of rectangle that we have. We're just going to round it off a little bit. Then curve it in like that. And once we get that down, we're going to get a nice curve line right here for his eye. And then you'd see a nice little bump for his other cheek right there. And then just for the eye itself, it's just this nice kind of oval. And then you just shade that in black. And then we're pretty much going to do the same thing on this side, where we are just going to kind of round off the eyebrow here, and then go up, over, and then down like this. And then here we're just going to get a nice curve line that goes into the cheek there. And then here we're just going to get that kind of circle right here for his eye, and we could shade that in. And now for his head, there's like a center line right here, so there's like a little bit of a bump. So we're going to just draw a line going over, kind of bumping around, and it's going to go down about here. And then from here, we're going to start right here and just draw the curved line curving around and into that bump there like that. And now we could draw in his horn. So he's going to have a horn here, and he's going to have a nice big horn here. So we'll draw this one because this one's slightly easier. What you're going to do is start right about here and just draw a line dipping down into a spike here, and then it just kind of curves into where the eye is, like that. And then right here, you basically, it's easy to start off with kind of like a nice big circle, and off that circle, we're going to draw the horn, like this, and then we're going to go down and kind of like rejoin that circle on the bottom there, like that. And that is pretty much it for his head. And if you want to, you can draw a nice little curve line right here just to finish off his head. And that's pretty much it for his face. And I do think his face is the hardest part to draw on him. And another little tip on the face, you want to keep a little bit of space for the eyebrows. So you want like a little gap in between here and here. But that's pretty much it for his face. And again, I think his face is the hardest part about drawing him. So once you got that down, you're doing pretty good. So now what we're going to do is draw in his arm. And what we're going to do is start from like his fist on the way up. So his fist is actually pretty simple. This is actually a good placement for it. So right here. And basically what we're going to do is break it down into the thumb. And then you got like the 3 fingers here going around. So what we're going to do with the thumb here is we're going to start right here. And just draw a curved line, and it's going to curve in like this. So you get kind of like a nice kind of hook shape. And then here what we're going to do is start right about here and draw a nice little curved line curving in like so. And then for the rest of the fingers, we're going to start here and just draw a nice little bump like this. And we'll get another little bump. And then one more bump. And it goes over and just kind of keeps that rounded shape like that. And you can erase any guidelines if they're throwing you off. But it should have a shape that looks something like this. And then what we could do is draw in his like wristband. So to draw that in, what we're going to do is draw a nice little curve line that hugs this line, and it's going to go in like that. Zoom in a little bit more. And off that curve line, what we're going to do is just get a line going up, and then just curving around like this, and it'll go down. And then he has wearing like a studded wristband, and there's 2 studs on it, so you're gonna get one here and one there, another one here, another one there. And you're just drawing these little circles, and on the edges here you're gonna draw little bumps. So a little bump and a little bump, and then there you go. And now we'll zoom out here, and what we're gonna do is draw in the bottom part of his arm, which is gonna be this nice little curve line like that. And then we're going to get a nice decent sized circle that's going to kind of overlap his face a little bit. But starting right here, it's going to just be in this nice big kind of curve line that's just going to curve in a little bit. Then it's going to curve out and then into the arm there like that. Zoom in a little bit more. And we could also draw in his tattoo, which is going to be right here. I'm going to turn the page this way because it is going to be a little bit on the side. So the easiest way to draw this one is I like doing a kind of like curve line like this. And then I'm going to keep this light, but then we're going to get kind of like a dome type shape. And then off that dome, you're going to get 2 horns. So one here, one there. And then you're going to get these nice two big ovals going around like where their eyes are. And then you can erase the kind of overlap because it's just kind of like a big silhouette. Like that, and there you got his tattoo. So now that we got that done, we could actually zoom out a little bit and kind of gesturing where his body is going to be. We are going to draw his foot in front of it, but we could just kind of start it here. So what we're going to do is start around the snout here, right about here, and you're just going to draw a line dipping in, and then it's going to quickly curve out and then be this nice big round shape like that. And then we're going to stop right about here because we're going to draw on the foot. And the foot's fairly easy. Basically, it should be right here, like where we have the circle. And what you're going to do is get 3 circles here, and you're basically going to just draw the claws. So you start off by following the circle, and then you go kind of like into like a little spike there. And then same thing on this one, you just kind of follow the circle, go into a little spike, and then last one, follow a little circle, go into a little spike there like that. And then on the edges here, you're just going to draw a nice little curve line that curves in like that. Another one that curves in like so. And then one here, and then one here like that. And then once you got that down, we actually draw on the tail too. So it's going to be this nice curve line that goes out. And it's going to curve up like this. And then we could also draw, like starting right here, draw another curve line going up. And then you're going to put 2 little spikes, little curvy spikes on the end of it, like that. But once that's done, we could start here with his stomach, and you're basically going to just draw like a nice kind of circle here. And you do want it to, this line to kind of go past this circle here for his stomach. Like that. And now all we need to do is draw in, well, not all we need to do, but now we need to draw in his other foot, which is very similar to this one. And you can break it down with like 3 circles like this. And we're going to start with this one. You kind of follow the circle for a little bit, and then you go into a spike, like that. Same thing here. Spike, and then just one more spike there, like that. And then here we're just going to get a nice big curve line that curves into the belly. And another curve line here that curves into the belly. And then just 2 curve lines in between the toes there, like that. And now what we're going to do is draw in his fist. That's going to be right here. And it's fairly easy. What we're going to do, this is a good like position for it. And his stomach covers up a lot of it too. So that's also makes it a little bit easier on us. But the way I like drawing in the fist is I like drawing in like an oval right here. And we're going to start with the thumb. And the thumb is just going to be this nice, kind of big, kind of C shape or U shape like that. And you can erase kind of the overlap. And then here what we're going to do is start right about here. And, or if you want to kind of gesture it in, you're going to have like 3 ovals. You really only see like 2 of them though. But we're going to start right here, and we're just going to draw a curve line that's going to go around, over, and then when we hit the oval, it's just going to kind of curve in like that. And here we're just going to get a little bump out like this for another hand, or another finger. And then a little curve line here where we just slightly see that last finger. And then on the inside here, all you're going to do is just draw a nice little curve line in like that. So there's that fist. And you have another little curve line here that would curve in for like where his thumb is. But we don't see it because it overlaps with the stomach. And now that we have that done, we could draw in his wristband. So just draw it here. What we could do, like we did last time, is draw a little curve line that hugs this line. Then we're basically just going to get a line straight up. It's going to curve in right about there, so it kind of gets overlapped by the nose. And then we just draw those 2 sets of circles. So here and here, and then you get a little bump here and a little bump right there. And then just to finish him off, we need to draw like his shell part. So we could zoom out here, and the shell part's fairly simple. You're going to start right here on the head and just draw a nice little kind of curve line that's going to curve down like this. And then off that, we're going to get these curved spikes. Kind of like shark fins, really. Like that. And then you're going to get another one. And you get another one. And they do get slightly smaller as you go back. So keep that in mind. And then we could draw some a little bit of detail in here. So basically he has kind of like a pattern on here. It almost looks like a pineapple. So to draw that in, I'll draw some reference lines by drawing curved lines going down here, and you're going to have them going across the other way like that. And then what you want to do is just make it a set of like parallel lines. So right here, I'm going to just draw this in, and we're going to draw a line going in here, follow that down here like this, and then same thing here, we're just going to get a set of parallel lines like that, and then same thing here, it's going to curve down, get a pair of parallel lines right here and here. It curves in, and then the lines going across, I'll actually move them a little bit. You just get another set of parallel lines going across, kind of in like the opposite direction. We got one here. Oh, it's a little thick. One there like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it though. On how you draw Midbus. Hope I pronounced his name right. But, yeah, not too bad. Again, I think the hardest part about drawing him is actually his face area, because you kind of just have to start off with the nose and things are kind of floating there for a second. But once you put it all together, it's honestly not too bad. Mainly because you could kind of really break him down into very simple shapes. But what I will do is I will take the sketch that we just did and put it up there. I will take the inked version I did beforehand and put it up there as well, so you get like a nice clean image of Midbus here. And thank you again, Ricky, the Pokemon fan named 3553, for the request. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have requests, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. And tune in on Sunday when I make my drawing videos. Hopefully your request pops up. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really does help me out. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.